incoming drastic tonal shift. So this week kind of is a horrible anniversary of a kind of year-long catastrophe in the Middle East, and sort of watching that chaos unfold for a fucking year, has been just absolutely harrowing. And I think there's a thing when you're a poet, especially, poetry is such a live, current medium. There's this want to write about the things that you're seeing, to reflect that back. And I've really, really struggled this year to talk about it. To say bad, condemn, all that easy, but to quantify how I feel about it. And I think it's a unique situation because there have been other wars, there have been other horrible things that have happened, but I don't think there's ever been any that are so capturable, that we have witnessed so much, scrolling through our timelines. It is this kind of constant barrage of horror, and the want not to shy away from that, to not just kind of turn it off is kind of an immeasurable pressure. And so I've been watching for a year and trying to think of something to say in response to all that. And it's been impossible, I think, because I cannot put myself in that position. I can't imagine, even for the sake of a poem, what it is like to live in that situation, to fear for my life, to see my loved ones, die in the most horrific of circumstances. And I think that's not my place to read from that perspective. There are many poets that are doing that, and please go and read their work and check out the work of Palestinian artists. And so I was like, what can I kind of write about to mark this? And there's been an image locked in my head since it happened in February. It's an American soldier, a man called Aaron Bushnell, who in February, he self-immolated in protest at the siege on Gaza. And it's been trapped in my brain, that sort of grand act of protest, that level of rage and frustration and horror at the capitulation of his government in the face of everything going on. And that sense of frustration, I think, that's what I feel. I feel that same sense of powerlessness, that same sense of frustration. And so that's what I decided to write about, because it's, I guess, a story not similar to my own, but closer to where I live, closer to the life I recognize. So yeah, this is Toy Soldiers. Kid hits the magnifying glass with sunlight. It burns white hot and blindingly bright. He bends it to the right spot and keeps his target in sight. A toy soldier. Green plastic locked in dramatic action, forever frozen in the pose he chose for firing at some enemy, in some place, at some time, because there's always wars worth fighting. His temperature rising from the heat of the light he's focused in until solid skin starts rippling, dripping wax where once stood a war veteran, and he must be wondering what orders brought his reckoning. He joins a puddle of plastic made up of his brethren. The kid never considers the mess he's left them in, just moves on to the next toy, a conveyor belt of disposable citizens. But he grows, makes friends, picks up sticks and plays pretend imaginary rounds, but real humans. It's good they didn't die, because it's hard to find new ones. The sounds of war ring out from children's lips. They mime the recoil, they mimic the reloading of clips. This grim panto, this twisted charade thankfully stops short of shallow child-dug graves. Now the kid is a man, future at his feet, as long as he can afford to pay rent and eat, but the job that he wants, it demands a degree, and they don't come cheap. But there is a way to avoid all those loans and fees, and even to travel the world for free. So he doesn't think twice, just signs his name. Training is tough and he's always in pain, but he never dares show it. That's part of the game. To just grin and bear it, to not show the cracks, to laugh at the stress, to eat each insult pass like a stone in a stream. He is smoothed over time. And like every good soldier, he falls into line because he knows what he does is for the good of us all. He's a patriot, a hero. He answered the call for God and for country. And when asked to fight, he'll make the ultimate sacrifice to protect what is right. But what is right is a concept in which he has no say. A reality shared by victims half a world away, a distance diminished by the technology we have today, so he spectates on atrocity, scrolls his way through Gaza and sees the words, "Do not look away," a plea from Palestinians with no chance of escape, only the hope of change through the witnessing of their fate, thinking no sane mind could stay silent in the face of such violent hate. So the soldier does as they ask. He listens to the screams of men his age, the rage of fathers folding shrouds around their babes. He sees the mounds of bodies, bloodied, bruised, and maimed. He sees generations of a single family erased. He sees mass graves, the blocking of aid, hundreds of thousands of people displaced. He sees men dressed like him with smiles on their face as they commit genocide. And he hears silence from those above him, from his government. They look away, and he can't stomach it. He won't be complicit in the death of innocents, so if they won't give credence to the pleas of Palestinians, then maybe they'll listen to the screams of a citizen. He is a toy soldier, tortured by all the horror the world had to show him, and his final act was to turn himself to wax, to burn so bright we cannot look away, to say and mean never again, to be a beacon burning through time. Aaron Bushnell's final words were "Free Palestine."
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please help us share it with more people by clicking the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like it, well, there should be one on your screen right now. Click that and you can head right there. Or you can subscribe to the channel. Make sure to ring the bell icon for notifications and you will never miss another video we put out. If that's not enough for you, well, good news. We have over 50 full-length Loud Poet shows that you can get access to, either by joining us over on the Patreon page or by becoming a member right here on YouTube. All you need to do is click the join button down below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.